Is my mic on? Yeah, bro, your mic's on. All right. Are we live? Yeah, bro, you're live. It's running right now. We're live on a Saturday. Listen, it's the weekend. The weekend's the perfect time for a weekend wrestling show. It doesn't matter whether it's Saturday or Sunday. I don't know why things all of a sudden have to be specific for you. I got a schedule, and I'm trying to hold to my schedule, and I don't know that this is necessarily what I agreed to when I was hired. Would it be okay if I gave you more coffee? Yeah, that would actually solve all the problems. There you go. All right. What is up, everyone? And thank you for checking out Don't Say the F Word. We are a pro wrestling and combat sports podcast. We do not, repeat, we do not use the F word when we talk. You know Collision still has to happen tonight, right? Yeah, I'm fully aware of that. We'll preview Collision, but we're going to talk about now. Joe's here. Look, Joe's ready. I think we're good. Look, Joe's even rocking a polo. He is dressed nice for the episode. What are you wearing? Oh, this is my Saturday night's main event NES shirt. I think it's Saturday, so yeah, you know there's not a Saturday night's main event though, right? I'm fully aware of that. Not a big deal. It's still fine. Still fits for being a Saturday shirt. Not really a big deal.
There you go.
I mean, all right. I guess that's fine. You have a shirt you wear specifically for each day of the week? No. I don't have like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday shirts. I just have a Saturday shirt. It's been something I've done for a very long time. Has it always been this one? No. It has not always been this shirt. There's been other shirts that have been christened the Saturday shirt. It's just something that I've done for a long. What are some of the others? Back in the early 2000s, when I was fighting, I had this red Johnny Blaze shirt.
Okay, Johnny Blaze. All right.
That I got from Value City.
Can't go wrong with that.
And I wore that shit every Saturday for like 10 years.
You still got the shirt?
Wash it. Look, man, you're wearing a shirt that you wear every single day that does not get washed. That's actually your fault. That's fair. That's fair. Fair enough. Absolutely fair enough. What's up with the polo? You got a job interview today?
My former
You look nice. You look dapper.
Thanks.
Yeah, real GQ.
I went to a diaper party, y'all, so I had to look decent, you know.
Oh, you had to go somewhere. You had to like dress nice.
Yeah.
I hope no one ever invites me to some shit like that.
Yeah. So
because I'm showing up in a t-shirt and gym shorts.
I was trying to wear a t-shirt. I was gonna wear a t-shirt, but I'm like, I better look nice because it's probably gonna be some more people there dressed to impress. So I'm just like, I got polo. Bam, quick, fast, easy.
You know what? I'll be right back.
Okay. I had no idea what he's doing, y'all, but you know, look, like I said, I just had to go to a diaper party. I just bought me some wipes, bought some wipes for the party, and bam. I know it's a rare occasion, y'all, to see me in the polo shirt. It's a rare.
What the hell is a diaper party?
In other words, think of it like a baby shower, but you just bring diapers and wipes.
Oh.
There you go.
I don't know who needs to hear this, but nobody invite me to some damn diaper party. I ain't coming to that shit. Don't invite me. If you need a $20 gift card, tell me that. Don't invite me to a diaper party. Did you have to play any like weird games?
Nope.
Don't like pin the diaper on the baby or any weird shit like that?
Nope. He just told my former boss invited me since he's still keeping contact. He invited me. Said, "Come. There'll be food. I know you like to eat, so come."
You keep in contact with a former boss?
Hey,
We are such different people.
man,
We're such different people.
I can't say why, but it's just that he's a cool guy. He likes me. So hey.
If anyone has yet to figure this out, of the two of us, Joe is the social butterfly. I may have my moments in my element, but generally speaking, that is not my jam.
I can say this. He's a cool guy. He likes to meet up. He likes to call it every fourth quarter. He wants to meet up. And every fourth quarter we meet up. If you know fourth quarter we're gonna talk about, y'all know I'm talking about the fourth quarter. So boom. So every quarter we meet up, he buys us lunch, dinner, whatever, and just say, that's how we doing. So every quarter. So I can't complain.
Not bad. Not bad.
Mm-hmm.
Hell of a week in pro wrestling.
Nah, yes it has been.
Not for the most positive of things.
Nah, yeah.
Was asked when the news broke of Hulk Hogan's passing if we were going to do a show, or if I was going to do a reel, or if Mark has something to say. And on that day, the answer was no.
Okay.
Not going to do a show. I was not going to make a reel. Mark was not going to have something to say. Did some posts, some from the page and some personally.
Mm-hmm.
All of which had a message that was very personal. And I will say this. I have no apologies to give of how I felt as a little kid about Hulk Hogan. He was all of our heroes who were, if you were a boy born in the 80s, you had one of two heroes. It was either Michael Jordan or it was Hulk Hogan or it was both.
Mm-hmm.
You may have had some oddball kids who it was Wayne Gretzky. It may have been a few of those. Without Hulk Hogan, this podcast wouldn't exist. Without Hulk Hogan, the wrestling landscape today would not exist. That's not an opinion. I believe that is a widely accepted fact. I think if someone has an opinion differing than that, they're just trying to control their own narrative of what they think of pro wrestling today, which is okay. Plenty of people have something negative to say.
Yeah.
In our personal conversation,
Mm-hmm.
the subject matter of which people have something negative to say, I don't think is a matter for me to necessarily have an opinion of. Other than to say this, I hope I never find myself celebrating anyone's death who has not personally wronged me. And I hope that I am never judged by my mistakes. We all have our moments. We all have our bad times where we are not who we want to be. And that happens, many of us in private. A few unfortunate people, that thing happens in the public eye. And I hope that at any point in time where I've been at my lowest, I have not been the best me I could be. I hope that the people I affected don't judge me by that. And instead they judge me by the good I've done and the character they know me to be 99% of the time. I don't know Terry Bollea. No idea who that man is. What I know is I know what Hulk Hogan was to me as a little kid, and I know that helped form the man I am today. And I hope that the people who know me see me as a good man. And if you do, you should know that character of Hulk Hogan influenced the man I became.
No,
that's all I can really say.
That's all you can really say. Well, I guess I got to be the one to take the bullet for the team, y'all. So yes, I can say without Hogan, who would want to go to the Q or Richfield, the old landscape, Richfield.
Ooh, Richfield Coliseum. I've seen Hogan there many times as a little boy. Little Hogan, maniac Jeremy trying to rip that shirt. I'm trying.
Yeah. And I can say this, without Hogan, there wouldn't be no Richfield. Turn the Q, turn to the gun, turn to whatever. There wouldn't be nobody at Madison Square Garden or the Silver Dome. And without Hogan, you really wouldn't believe in somebody picking up a giant and slamming them. You wouldn't believe a babyface could be a cool ass heel. And without good old Hogan, you could probably say WWF at the time wouldn't be where it is today. It'll probably went downhill since Vinnie Mac believed in the Hulkster. But at the end of the day, it's like you just don't know how to separate two different people. You got your childhood hero versus, hey, the real life person. And past 2 days, you got everybody about 60% sad about your childhood hero. The other 40%, F the person. Just gonna keep it that way. And we're at a stage in life where nobody don't want to talk about death. Death is really not a good topic to talk about. But when you bring up somebody's name, it's always one incident that just triggers somebody's mind, and not the rest that person has done over 50. We'll say 50. I might be wrong about the years, but 50 years. We'll say 50 years. Done a lot. And I can say this, just from my personal experience. Yesterday, I called the OG. Talked to OG. I said, you know Hogan died, right? Now, y'all been paying attention to the show. Everybody knows the OG is a die-hard heel. That's it. He's a heel. Straight up heel.
Joe Sr. is a heel.
He's a heel. These are his words. Yeah, I heard he died. You know I really didn't care about Hogan. But you know he didn't like us neither. I said, what do you mean by that? And that's where the topic went off at, right there. So you get to say a 60-plus-year-old person knows Hogan, but it's that one thing he did, ding, you forget about what he did.
That's rough. That's rough.
So I tried to talk to the OG about it. He said, I know you liked him as a kid, but what he said about his daughter on that audio, bam, that was it. I just had to cut the conversation off because I know it was going to get deep just because of that.
He's got to circle the drain, right?
Yeah. So I'm like, yeah.
You know, there's no defending those statements.
Mm-hmm.
Just not. I think that there's probably a large amount of people who say a lot of things in private that they would never want seen the light of day.
Mm-hmm.
Famous, not famous, icons, regular Joes. I think it would be really terrible for anyone to have to carry that. Of something they said in private, where they may have been not even necessarily in a bad place, just not being who they normally are.
Mm-hmm.
And have that. I think that'd be rough to carry.
Yep. So.
Yeah. I would rather remember the good. Much as I try to do day to day with people I know. There's plenty of people I know who present some pretty bad qualities. But I choose to find that good. I choose to see the things I want to see sometimes.
Yeah.
Maybe those people aren't those people. Maybe the bad they show is who they really are. And everything else is a front. But you can choose what you interact with in life. You can choose what you see. You can choose how you respond. You can choose what you read, what you watch, what you listen to. All of those things are a choice. You don't have to remember the bad. You can choose to. It's absolutely your right to do so. For me, I don't need to remember Terry. I don't need to.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I have Hulk.
Yeah. Oh. And last, remember, without Hulk, y'all wouldn't be getting them toys now neither. Them toys.
It's
Wrestling buddies.
make no apologies for this character being my Superman growing up. I don't know everything about every artist who ever worked on a Superman comic, an X-Men comic. I don't. I don't know the things they ever said in private. I don't know the comments they made when they thought no one was listening. But I can assure you, some of them said some things I wouldn't agree with. I'm not going to burn my comics.
Yeah, they won't do that.
This is never leaving the office.
Had to.
Some people may not like that. And that's okay. Don't have to. Having this doesn't mean I agree with what the man said in private. It means that as a little boy growing up in poverty, in a broken home, this gave me hope. And that's it.
That's it.
Now, we covered that. I think that paying homage to Hogan on SmackDown was done tastefully in Cleveland.
It was done good.
Crowd did not boo him, which shocked me a little. I was a little nervous how Cleveland would react.
Yeah, my friend was there, and she said it was a whole line of people with Hogan and Terry on, clothes and everything. And some people even brought the little toys, he said, of Hogan.
Had I gone, I would have brought him. I would have brought them. For sure. The SmackDown show itself, our friends over at Beachside Wrestling gave that episode of SmackDown an 8 out of 10.
I can agree with that.
Personally, so I mean, I'm gonna run down the show. Just run down the show a little bit. Well, yeah, you agree with the 8 out of 10. I think the 8 out of 10 was generous.
Yeah.
After watching SmackDown, other than thinking it would have been kind of cool to be there for the 10 bell for Hogan,
Mm-hmm.
I'm kind of glad I didn't go because it was not a good Smack.
I would say if they didn't do the Jelly Roll segment, that'd been okay. If they didn't put that in there.
Can I ask you a question?
Mm-hmm.
Jelly Roll thing.
Yeah.
Why are people acting like that was good?
I don't know why it wasn't good.
I'm seeing a lot of like, oh my god, like his boss man slam was really good. Not really. I mean, first of all, that was all Logan Paul. Second of all, it wasn't great. Like what are people seeing here?
I could say watching it live last night. Jelly Roll messed up a couple spots in there where he had to stop, and Logan had to help him do it. That little the black hole slam, bam, he kind of messed that up, but that ain't my fault.
And I've seen people like Jelly Roll's promo was so good. You could hear the passion in his voice.
What passion?
What passion? Why are people I don't understand I understand wanting to enjoy it. And I'm not saying like I'm not enjoying it. But people are really like hyping this whole situation. First of all, it's a throwaway match. The concept of like integrate the celebrity with a wrestler against another celebrity with a wrestler. This is DDP and Karl Malone versus Dennis Rodman and Hulk Hogan. Except that instead of it being DDP and Karl Malone, it's DDP and Randy Savage versus Dennis Rodman and Hulk Hogan. Drew McIntyre and Logan Paul are both wrestlers.
Mm-hmm.
Jelly Roll is not a wrestler. His promo opposite Logan Paul was not great. It wasn't. It was a guy out of his element trying to do the thing, getting kind of drug along by Logan Paul.
Yeah.
Didn't knock the socks off. Maybe I'm just a little jaded. I don't know.
Only thing I say that passionate promo did say was, I am from a small town where nobody believed in me, and I grew up poor, blah blah blah, and you come from a rich family. That's about it. Now that was it.
I don't know if Logan Paul's family was rich.
Well, he did say he's from Westlake. I'll send you back to Westlake. I heard that now.
Yeah, I thought it was funny that he mentioned that Logan Paul's from Westlake and not Cleveland. That's funny to people like us from this area. That's funny for us. I don't think that was for the live crowd. That was the popular live crowd. Most people at home had no idea why that was funny. And being Ohio wealthy is not really a silver spoon in your mouth. Like that's not wealthy in the rest of the country. It's not what that is.
I would say if you was Avon, Westlake, or Rocky River, you're wealthy. There you go.
And see, and the thing is, like, yeah, I don't know. I don't think Logan Paul's parents were like doctors and lawyers.
I don't know what his family does, but I just know he's rich off of YouTube, and now he got his own podcast show, and he's a WWE star now.
So their parents were not wealthy. They did not experience poverty. They came from a middle-class background with parents who had decent jobs. Their mother was a nurse, and their father worked in real estate. And was a commercial roofer.
Okay. Well, roofers are, back then roofers did make a lot of money. So
roofers make okay money. But that's a hard job. I'm gonna guess the real estate agent probably has some rental properties, maybe a couple rentals or something. But yeah, so nothing really crazy. Just
depends on
they weren't. They didn't come from like a hedge fund family or anything like that. So that clears that up.
Mm-hmm.
So we're working toward SummerSlam, Jelly Roll, and Randy versus Logan and Drew. Big takeaway for me from that match, from that whole promo segment, the RKO Everybody shirt is dope.
Yeah, that's a good shirt. I did see that.
I like that shirt. Makes me want to make a Stun Everybody's shirt, DDT Everybody's shirt, Tongan Death Grip Everybody. Actually, that's probably good. Tongan Death Grip Everybody's probably a good shirt.
And the one thing I say about this, like, with Randy Orton, his shirts are just normal. They ain't fancy. He just got the normal shirts, just plain normal. RKO everybody. That's it. He don't ever have no fancy shirts.
He's complained before about, like, because he doesn't switch his gear up a bunch, he doesn't get a bunch of action figures.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've seen that one. Yeah.
We had Roxanne Perez defeating Alexa Bliss.
That was decent. That was a decent match. I ain't gonna. It's not your cup of tea, but
Argo defeating Chelsea Green.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care about any of that.
I know you don't.
Just don't. I've seen people say that Jay Cargo's involvement in SummerSlam is the least impactful thing, that they could easily move that to being something on SmackDown.
Yeah, because like I said, Jade, she still got to work on them pins, so that's about it.
Cody Rhodes promo. Cody wants to face the real John Cena.
Yeah.
I don't understand what the hell that means. What does the real John Cena mean? I don't know what that means.
Oh, the real John Cena. If you look at 2006 to 15-ish Cena, well, 5. Oh man, 3. Say 4. Yeah, 4 to 15. He was there every day. Hustle, Lord respected. He fought every day to the dying day. Now you got an old man who just don't got that fuel like he used to back in 20 years ago. So
yeah,
that's who he wants. He wants that Cena. He don't want this part-timer. He wants to face a full-timer. So that's why that's what I think he meant by that, because the old Cena was there every day, writing. Every day, every week. I don't even know if he had. I can't even tell. He said Cena that 1 year. Cena said he did almost 330 days. Never had a day off. So
I'm gonna come back to this. Okay. Cody wants to face real John Cena.
Okay.
Keep it in mind. I'm gonna come back to it.
I got you in mind.
Then we get Jacob Fatu wearing a very cool Cleveland themed shirt, Cavaliers colors.
I did. My friend said she couldn't wait in line for it. Like, damn you. The line was long. Yeah, she said the line was long. I was like, damn.
We get the return of The Miz.
Cleveland got to.
The Miz came back.
I almost forgot that Jacob
Art
Fatu took
of a
him out.
Giant has joined us live on Instagram. If you guys want to see cool art, go check out his Instagram page. Very cool stuff. Great utilization of the dictionary.
Mm-hmm.
One of my favorite artists.
Yeah, I forgot Jacob Fatu took him out. Till he brought that up.
I forgot that too.
Yeah.
I forgot it was Jacob Fatu who took out The Miz.
I can say this. I did not think The Miz was going to wrestle last night, because
Me either.
At the beginning of the show, he was all in a suit and everything, and then they show him backstage all dressed up, ready to go out.
Jacob Fatu wins the match. Then we get My family tree attacks Fatu afterwards.
Mm-hmm.
Big Jim comes out to help. Where does this go? Where do you see us going? Because there's rumors that post SummerSlam, Big Jim may get moved to Raw.
Yes, I saw that. Yeah.
But Jay is going to team with Roman at SummerSlam. Are we going to? Do you think we're going to reform a Bloodline on Raw and eventually integrate to another Bloodline Civil War at War Games? Or a hybrid MFT and Seth Riders hybrid team faces the OG Bloodline at War Games?
I say they're going to swap them because Jimmy comes out in red, Jay comes out in blue, so I think swap. I don't think they're going to do a tag team again. I think they're going to swap them.
Really? We're going to put Jay on SmackDown?
Yeah.
Dude, Raw don't want to lose Jey Uso.
I know, but you got to think about it. You need something for SmackDown to get the momentum back going, and you need another top star. So hey, you need Jay.
Yeah.
So when you look at the color, Jay represents the blue, Jimmy represents the red. Now, maybe I'm wrong, but maybe they'll just say, "Hey, it's time to put you guys back as a tag team."
That's the rumor I'm hearing. They're gonna reform the Usos on Raw, the tag division. That'd be crazy.
I know it'd be crazy, but I'll say this in a nice, respectful way. Jimmy and Jay are like the Dudley Boys. You can split them apart, but they work better as a team than separate.
I think that Jay is a great talent on his own.
Mm-hmm.
I think Jimmy just hasn't had a good story to have a hold of.
Hey, there was a time everybody had high hopes that Jimmy was going to be the main star between him and Jay. But it backfired because of his controversy actions back in the day. But hey.
That and his injuries. I mean, whenever we had the Bloodline forming, Jimmy was hurt.
Yeah, he broke his leg.
We also had Andrade and Rey Fenix versus the Wyatt Sicks. Before we get to what that match snowballed into, I was asked this question that I didn't have an answer for. What does Penta have that Rey Fenix doesn't? And I don't think there is anything missing from Rey Fenix other than them just not putting the same focus on him they put on Penta. Because I think Rey Fenix is an incredible talent. And if everyone remembers, some time ago, he was involved in a match with John Moxley where Mox thought he was very concussed, and he dropped the belt. It was I don't remember which one of the titles it was in AEW. Too many titles. But I said, Rey Fenix could be AEW World Champion. He's that good. He could have been AEW World Champ. He could be a mid-card champ in WWE right now.
Yeah.
I don't think Rey's missing anything.
Not to be here's my thing. I would say the only difference that may be the only reason is Penta has more English skills than Rey. I could be wrong, but I would say that's probably one of the main reasons why.
Maybe. That match can be in chaos. Disqualification. Adam Pearce announces a TLC match for the World Tag Team titles. right? It's gonna be a 6-man TLC, right? I mean, well,
Four.
6-way,
Four.
right?
4-way.
4-way TLC, right?
TLC. Mm-hmm.
That probably steals the show for SummerSlam weekend.
I don't know what show it's gonna be on. I don't know what show it's gonna be on. Oh, night. My bad. I don't know which night.
It's gonna be on. I'd have to imagine it'll be a night one, maybe. But rumor is my prediction of Roman opening night one, so maybe you don't do another tag situation night one. Our friends at Beachside Wrestling gave the whole high tide moment. They do high tide moments, which is great.
Yeah.
To the tag match and announcing the TLC match, that's gonna be great. Their low tide moment was they don't understand Drew McIntyre teaming with Logan Paul. My only thought is that match ends with Drew McIntyre hitting Logan Paul with a Claymore.
Yeah.
Then we build that program, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I wanted to come back to Cody Rhodes' promo, and he wants to face the real John Cena.
The real John Cena.
I have 2 questions. Question 1. Does he mean Dr. Thugonomics?
Mm-hmm.
Is that the real John Cena? Is it Dr. Thugonomics the real John Cena?
The after Dr. Thugonomics. The Dr. Thugonomics. Dr. Thugonomics died when he beat JBL. And he got the championship. So that's probably the one he wants to face.
Question 2. And this is one that I've gotten a lot since the promo. Are we getting a double turn at SummerSlam? I don't know what people feel like they picked up on in that promo from Cody, because nothing about that promo from Cody gave me an indication Cody turns heel. But it left people asking, are we getting a double turn? And is John Cena losing the title at SummerSlam?
I would say this is where we get the new John Cena laughing at Cody because he realized he can't do everything as a baby facing cheer, have the fans behind him. So let's just say he gets a steel chair and starts slamming Cena with the chair. And just Cena just sit there and laugh about it because he finally sees, you don't need the fans. You don't need these people. Come with me to the dark side. And then you get the little King with John for like till his time runs, then boom, turn on him. And maybe they'll make it, that's his last match again, and lose it to babyface Cody. But really, I don't know what they're doing. They give us a good loophole, y'all. They throwing us all off for the next 5 months. Or 4 months, yeah.
Here's what I think. Well, I'm going to say here's what I don't think. Everyone who thinks The Rock shows up at SummerSlam, I don't think so. I don't think that's what's happening. I don't think The Rock is coming to SummerSlam.
The Rock is done with wrestling.
I would think so. I don't think we're getting a double turn at SummerSlam because I just don't really know how they would pull it off in a way that has a long-term benefit. I know, like, a lot of people want to say that Cena can't end as a heel. He's not going to end his final run as a heel. So the fans are fantasy booking this idea that Cody's going to turn in this street fight, and John's going to be the baby face. and then they're going to hot potato that belt for the rest of the year.
I got it.
Are you thinking that's what's going to happen?
No. This is what's going to happen. They're going to play the Rock's music, and Cody going to look up at the ramp, and Cena gets the belt and hit Cody with it. They're going to play us. They're going to hit the Rock's music, and let's pretend that
I don't think they would do that.
They would do it.
There's so much like negativity around the stuff they've done with like Travis Scott. I don't think they're going to do it.
They would do it.
And I don't know, like, when I think about WWE's booking strategy as of late, nothing about the concept of them hot potatoing that title for the rest of the year makes any sense to me. Like, I've seen one prediction, well, John's going to drop it to Cody at SummerSlam, then win it back from Cody, and they'll just drop back and forth. So Cena's title wins can really go up there. Because if he drops it to Cody, wins it from Cody, then drops it to Cody again at the end of the year, that gives him 18, not 17. So it makes that gap between him and Randy a little bigger. So we have a longer stretch for the possibility of Randy getting there.
But downside, they done made I don't know how many shirts with 17 on it.
Yeah. And that was the other thing that was my thought too. Like, so much of the merchandise has never seen 17. We're going to do 18 now? Like, is that we're going to do something? Then everybody has to go and buy the 18 shirts. You had the 17s, and now you got to go drop $35 on an 18 shirt. Like,
don't do that.
People will.
I understand they will, but I'm just saying in general. That would cost them a lot of money.
And I've seen people, like the not coming up short. Like, Cody doesn't want to come up short at SummerSlam, and that's why he's going to turn to make sure he wins. Cody's only lost the belt once. He's only been champion once. Why would this be so detrimental to that character? From a character standpoint, why would the threat of coming up short to John Cena again put Cody in a position where he's willing to go against what is the perceived morals of the babyface? He's not a babyface. But why would this be the thing that would make him become a heel? I don't understand that. That doesn't make booking sense.
Okay. That's a good way to say it. Okay, I'll say it once again. Your forte, he's an undercover heel. He's been an undercover heel since Indies. Cool.
Yeah.
If it happens at SummerSlam, everybody will see, oh my God, he turned heel. So technically, he came back as a babyface at WrestleMania 37? 7? Yeah, what was that, 8?
Whatever it was. I don't know anymore.
Okay, one of them. He came back as a babyface. This SummerSlam, we were like, oh my God, he turned heel. It'll be set in stone. But you will always say he's been the heel this whole time, as I know you're going to say that. But but to the average fan, to the little kiddos and everybody else, he turned heel. He beat Cena. He used a weapon.
If he turns heel and takes that belt off of John at SummerSlam, what do you do for John's remaining 13 appearances? The threat of him leaving with the title is gone, and that's been the entire thing. That was the mission statement. I will leave with the belt.
And
now he won't have the belt. So then what's the mission statement now? I'm gonna win it back?
No. I say he will still have the belt, but like always, they gotta have another referee come out, and the other referee shows the footage of, hey, Cody using chair, boom, disqualification, the belt stays with Cena.
Maybe, man. Speaking of referees, next Wednesday, Dynamite. Hangman Adam Page versus John Moxley again. Everyone is barred from ringside except the referee.
Mm-hmm.
Why did Hangman say that? That doesn't make any sense. First of all, I want to address this. Come here.
I shouldn't have said referee, y'all. Sorry, y'all. Sorry.
I need every wrestling promotion under the sun to stop making it a big deal that we're going to have a match where everyone's barred from ringside. No one can interfere. That's what a wrestling match is. No one's supposed to enter. That's the rules. You're acting like it's special. That's the rule.
Well, if you look back at all
the rule is you can't cheat. Them the rules.
Yeah, but look at this way. All the other Texas death matches you've been in, it's always the one Mox somebody interferes with.
But those are Texas death matches. Like, what is this match? Is this match a match? Like, are we no foreign objects, no forks, no glass, no bed of nails, no tow trucks, no lightning bolts, can't have explosives? Is that the rules for this match, or is it just no one can interfere?
The rule of the match is Hangman, Mox, ref, cameraman. They're the only 4 people that can be in the ring. Well, 5 if you want to count 2 cameramans. That's it. Around the ring, anywhere, that's it.
This past Wednesday, before Dynamite aired, we did our preview show for Dynamite. Mm-hmm. I said, this is a bad idea to run this back. That everything tells me they're going to run this back, and it's a bad idea.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to say this. It's a smart idea to do it this soon if you're going to do it. I'm glad they're not dragging this out. I still don't think it's a good idea. And here's one thing that makes me say this isn't a good idea. John Moxley in AEW has been very believable overall.
Mm-hmm.
There was a dip in the Death Rider story where I said I stopped believing in John Moxley.
Yeah.
And I did for like initially I'm like, I believe him. Everything he says, I believe in John. And I'm like, man, I don't believe him anymore. And then I got rebought in. I'm like, I want this guy to lose so bad. Here's what pisses me off now. I'm afraid he could win.
I got a better solution for you.
What if he wins, Joe?
Here's my reason why. I'm going to say Mox wins because, sad to say, AEW doesn't believe Hangman is championship material. He's the championship material to get the person off the belt, but not the person to hold on to the belt for a long time. So basically,
I always say the heel is the better champion.
And
better to have someone chase the heel.
And if you look back at the first time he had the belt, can you remember the first time he had the belt? Can you remember who you won it from? No.
He beat Kenny.
Okay.
Hanger beat Kenny.
He beat Kenny. But was it something that you can remember just off the bat that who you won the belt from?
Yeah, but I mean, here's the thing: Hangman's the main character of AEW, right?
He's the man.
John is the. I honestly think John's like the second main character, and that's part of my fear. That what if John Moxley beats Hangman next Wednesday? Because he's believable, right? Like I believe he is a threat. I believe he could beat him. If Hangman was facing anybody else next week, I would not believe they could win. So, like, there's a believability there they've created in this story, and that's why the Death Riders thing, people can criticize the ups and downs of it all they want. At the end of the day, it did its job. It made Jon Moxley a heel you wanted to see lose, and it made a whole bunch of baby faces. Collateral damage in that, some of your top heels became baby faces in the process, and that created a new problem in AEW, where now who chases Hangman? Seemingly only MJF and Mox.
Mhm.
At some point, Mox has to be eliminated from the equation. Now, how do you do that? Do you put the belt back on him so fast? I think that's a large mistake. You're doing a match where no one can interfere. How does Hangman take Mox out of the equation in a match like that? I don't know how that happens.
Mhm.
Gabe Kidd would have been the logical successor to Jon Moxley in the Death Riders. Had Gabe Kidd not gotten injured, or injured, because what if Gabe Kidd's injury is a work? Gabe Kidd becoming the new leader of the Death Riders and Mox losing to Hangman and Death Riders jumping Mox out of the group he created could make a lot of sense and breathe new life into the Death Riders.
Mhm.
That would be very good for the AEW product.
Yeah.
If Hangers just beats Mox on Wednesday night, I don't know what that does. Because I don't know what the future becomes. Like, Hangman needs a clear path. So, like, the only thing that should be attached to Hangman from his past are Kenny Omega and Swerve Strickland. Swerve and Hangman are bonded together forever.
Mhm.
So that's someone who should always be chasing Hangman. Kenny's a ghost. Hangman will never be out of Kenny Omega's shadow. That needs to be pretty important.
You know what it is? I hate to say this, y'all. I'm gonna say it again. Hangman is your Tommy Dreamer of AEW.
Stop saying that. Stop saying that.
I mean, this by the way you described everything.
Yeah,
It's
he's the heart and soul of AEW. He is.
yes.
You have someone lurking in the rafters, and Darby Allin, who's a big piece of that as well. I don't think Darby really is going to play a factor because the idea is this match should be happening clean.
Yeah.
They don't have to do that. It could end up in a big schmoz, and it could end up in like a massive DQ situation. Everybody comes in this sets up for the next thing. But I don't think there should be a next thing. This
I think
has
this
to get
is.
put to bed.
I say this is anything goes, but just them two in the ring.
Where do you go, man? Whoever wins. I feel like it needs to be Hangman, but I could be Mox. After
I
Hangman
see.
beats John, then what do you do next? Because you went back to the thing you shouldn't have gone back to so soon. And that just, I enjoy AEW a lot. But that worries me for what you're going to do with this title run because you went back to the well. I don't know why. Now, the following week, after this Wednesday and next Wednesday, AEW's in Cleveland, and I'll be there.
I
I
know where this
hope
can
there'll
go.
be something cool that's going to
I
take
know where this can
place.
go. I know where this can go. Hear me out. So this way it can go. Wednesday night. Let's just say, boom, no holds barred, well, whatever you're gonna call it. Hangman Mox. Boom. They injure each other somehow, some way. Then you get MJF to come
Are you
down there.
going to
Use that.
finish?
You're gonna get MJF to come down there. If MJF put that contract up in there, it's a three-way, which means, boom, anybody can show up. It turns into a three-way match right there on the spot. And that is where you would get, hey, the Death Rider Hurt Syndicate to come out into the ring because there's no more rules because of that contract. It's a three-way, so anybody can show up. So MJ could literally win Wednesday night.
I guess that can happen, man. I guess that can happen.
Even though they
That
trying to show
made
cracks
me
up.
lightly uncomfortable. Got to be honest with you. I don't know.
What's that?
If MJF cashes in, then. But it puts the title on a heel.
Mm-hmm.
Which is what I say needs to happen. I don't think you can turn Hangman heel.
But Hangman was
I don't
better
think you can do that.
too.
He's a better heel, but you can't just do it immediately. It's got to be the loss of the title that's the catalyst to turn him heel. Or if Swerve swerves him.
I don't think Swerve going to Okada, so it'll be a while.
Yeah. We still have Collision to happen tonight. I don't know. I don't even know what's even on deck for Collision. I know we have Dustin Rhodes is going to face Lee Moriarty, right? That's going to be a great match. It's his first title. So it's cool to see someone from Shane Taylor Promotions going to be facing Dustin. Sure, Kyle Fletcher will be keeping a close eye on that title.
Yep.
We have Athena versus Alex Windsor for ROH Women's World Title. Forbidden Door Tag Team Eliminator. I don't know what else is going to be on this show, but I always like Collision. It's always paced well. From a match of the week without Collision, for me, it's a tag match from SmackDown just because it was fun. It was exciting. Eric Rowan somehow looked great. Okay. He came out looking good. But we'll make a full decision on Monday's show.
Okay.
SummerSlam weekend's next weekend.
Yeah.
Next go home show. So Monday we'll be previewing Raw's go home show. I don't know. I'm not as excited for SummerSlam as I'd like to be, but it could be just because still down from Hogan's passing.
I would say I want more matches to be on SummerSlam. Y'all doing 2 nights because
dude, there's gonna be so many ads. I'm so afraid it's gonna be just chock full of ads and video packages and not be a very exciting show.
Mm-hmm.
But there's some affordable tickets still available for SummerSlam.
I know.
I don't know how long it's going to take to drive to Jersey.
It's like 12 hours. 10, 12 hours.
Oh, that's not bad.
It's not bad, no.
I could do that. I could do that drive.
Yeah. Oh, but I can tell you this, though. If nobody didn't know this, but from yesterday, this will be the 3rd decade Cena fought for the World Championship at SummerSlam.
Really?
05, 15, 25. He fought for the championship at SummerSlam.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Well, Joe, it's been a sad week in pro wrestling.
Yeah.
But all things got to move forward. So I look forward to next week. I look forward to SummerSlam. Maybe the go-home shows will build up my excitement. We'll move past the sad week of losing Ozzy, losing Hulk, and move forward. But thank you for joining me today. Impromptu Saturday show. Hopefully people can find peace in the things they need to find peace with and find joy in everything around them. Hopefully that.
Gotta give it time. Gotta give it time.
Birth week starts tomorrow. My birthday is next week.
Woo-hoo. Party.
No gifts, people. Want to do anything? Just donate money to the APL. The link is right here. Can help out the animals. Joe, don't forget to train, say your prayers, and take your vitamins.
Oh, I just I didn't like vitamins back then, but he always said take your vitamins, and man, they helped out too. The vitamins helped out.
Gotta take those vitamins.
And
until next time, everybody. Hulkamania lives forever. We're out.